Oh, Drew, your mic is off.
That was embarrassing. Hi
Hey
guys,
guys,
it's Ethan
hey
here.
guys, welcome to the Easy Railcast. Mike Glover, and we are here with Drew Thomas. And today we are just going to be talking about some Christmas movies we like to watch every year. And I've been getting started to watch a lot of them. Um, I actually started watching. I checked out Chris Mickey's Christmas Carol on Disney Plus, and I thought it was pretty good. I really liked their take on the classic tale, and I really liked the Old Man Duck as Scrooge, and yeah, I loved that the that Christmas future is is he not only that, although he doesn't talk, but I did really like that Christmas future revealed himself to, to talk in that one. That was pretty good. And yeah, today I think I just got done watching Santa Claus 2 and 3, and those were, I thought, well, I did watch the first one last night, and the first one, I thought it was pretty good, and Tim Allen in it is like pretty hilarious in it, and um, I really liked the concept of like the original Santa falling off the roof, and Scott Calvin in the movie just like he the Santa Claus chooses him to be the new Santa Claus by disappearing, and he puts on a Santa suit, and over after like 11 months he starts to transform into Santa, which leaves Charlie like realizing that he's about to be Santa Claus. And once he fully becomes Santa Claus, he moves over to the North Pole and starts delivering toys. And yeah, really like the concept. I did just actually on the Santa Claus. I still have the special edition DVD. I just like I just had watched the previews. One of the previews on the Santa Claus special edition was Inspector Gadget 2, the one you all love watching on my channel. And today I just got done watching Santa Claus 2 and 3. Santa Claus 2 had the Lion King 1.5 original trailer where Timon fixes the UK title to the US trailer, or US title. And man, yeah, just reminds me of like my channel, you know. They all now remind me of my channel. Yep, I thought the second one was pretty great and all that. Although I did do a trilogy ranking last year during the pandemic. You all can check that video out on my channel. And yeah, I think after I had watched all rewatched all three of the films, I might do like a re ranking of the trilogy. I think I kind of remember in my last year's video I said I ranked Santa Claus 2 at number 1 and the first one at the second, which is kind of I don't know what, but you know what, I might have to remake the trilogy, but I don't know. But anyways, and the third one called the Escape Clause. The third. Oh wait, I forgot to explain what the second one had. So in the second one, Santa has to find a Mrs. Claus, and he has to get married by Christmas Eve before it's too late. And yeah, and the toy Santa is the villain. The toy Santa is the villain who is disguised to be the real Santa, but I'm like, it's always those sequels tend to be predictable. They have like predictable moments. The legendary figures in those two sequels are pretty fun characters to watch, and they also have like some funny jokes that we don't get as adults now. So yeah, I thought the sequel had a pretty good story. I think it might be my favorite my favorite in the trilogy. Although now I have rewatched all three of them, I still kind of like the first one just a tiny bit more. The third one I cringed at a lot. The Santa Claus 3: The Escape Clause, I felt to be like a pretty mediocre sequel, and it the special effects in all of the movies are in like one and two are pretty okay, but the third one, I feel like the I feel like Santa Claus 3: The Escape Clause, but the special effects and all that kind of have those kind of special effects that I get it. They're like meant to entertain kids, and in the third one, Jack Frost, played by Marty Short, is the villain, and he's been causing all the trouble at the factory and stuff, in the workshop, and yeah, because I knew what was going on the whole movie, and it's 100% predictable, and the story is pretty bland, and yeah. Okay, I did also watch A Charlie Brown Christmas the other day. Eh,
Ooh, that's a classic.
yep, it is a very great classic, and I enjoyed it very much. And yeah, I still love watching it every year. I also did watch Elf, one of my favorite Christmas movies, and it makes me laugh every time. Will Ferrell is hilarious as Buddy, and yeah, all the other actors in it are pretty great. Like James Caan as Walter Hobbs, Buddy's father, which he didn't really know about. Like Buddy was adopted, but he didn't know that he was born. But then, yeah, and also that movie kind of feels like it's in the for the for the beginning. It feels like it's in the same universe as another Christmas classic, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and then it takes Buddy the movie takes a little bit to have Buddy realize or take Buddy to found out that he should have found out a long time ago that he's not actually an elf. He's a human who had been living in the North Pole with the elves for the last 30 years. And yeah, by the way, Will Ferrell, just some fun facts about Elf after Will Ferrell had finished making the movie. Um, Will Ferrell turned down like $29 million to make a sequel to Elf, which I would not think nowadays would be a good idea to make a sequel to any of the movies that don't really need to be turned into a franchise. Um, Maybe I'll do a video on like movies that should have been turned into a franchise. Maybe me and Drew will do a podcast on movies that should have been turned into franchises one day. Um, yeah, I'm really glad that Will Ferrell never made a sequel to Elf, and I'm pretty glad he turned it down. And he also, when he turned it down, he also thought that the idea wasn't good enough, and he was worried that people would think that he was only just doing it for the money. But he did admit, and yeah, and then like the movie gets into like Buddy hopping around, running around New York City in his tights, you know. um,
I do know that there's some like a sequel to Elf, but it was like a sing-along video of some sort. Like it
oh,
was animated, like I don't even know if it was like a sequel or just a spin-off movie, but either way it
oh,
looked
you
weird.
know, wait, I did hear about Elf. They adapt the movie into like a musical, and then the movie received a stop motion animated TV spin-off movie called Elf. Buddy's Christmas, what Buddy's Christmas musical. There you go. And yeah, and they had the cast in that special TV spinoff is pretty good. Like they got the Big Bang Theory's Jim Parsons as Buddy the Elf and Mark Hamill as Walter Hobbs. I thought that I haven't seen that special yet, but I did hear that they had a pretty good cast in that special too. Yeah, I have not seen that TV spinoff or but Drew, I think just considered those as somewhat sequels, but I don't know how, but okay. Okay.
Now let's talk about a good classic, one that everyone knows, The Polar Express.
And I'm gonna let Drew talk about this one.
Yes.
The
Now, The
plot.
Polar Express was a pretty big part of my childhood. It started out as a storybook by Chris Van Allsburg. In fact, I remember the year it got released, I actually saw it in theaters for the first time. And, before that, we went to this like library story time where, they read the Polar Express book and then, we got dressed up in our pajamas and afterwards we took off to the movie theater to see the Polar Express movie. That's how I saw it. And earlier last week I went on the Polar Express train ride and let me just show you something that I've collected. A genuine ticket to ride. That's
And yeah,
and they have an all-star cast of Tom Hanks playing as the hero boy, the hobo, the conductor, Tom Hanks' father, and I don't know, just a whole lot of characters. Like he was probably like the most casted character. He did a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he played Santa Claus as well.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, The Polar Express is also a movie I like to watch every year. Like I have it on DVD, I have it on Blu-ray as well.
I know it has a
The
lot of toys.
film, yeah, and yes, guys, Drew has that Polar Express train. I have a train that attaches the tracks attached to the tree. I used to have the back in my days. I used to have like a train that on the floor that would go around the tree, but the problem is that we get like too much presents that would just completely derail derail the track that, or at least block the track and completely derail the train.
That's
But
why I don't.
now I have like a track attached to the tree, and the train will ride on the track on the tree instead of the floor. So that, yeah, I don't think my tree is decorated yet, but I'm thinking of decorating it tomorrow. But anyways, the Polar Express was also part of my childhood, and when I first saw the movie, I didn't even know it was based on a book. But Chris Van Allsburg is a good author. He wrote Jumanji, he wrote The Polar Express, and all that. And yeah, there are some movies. There are some movies that take place during Christmas time, but they don't really talk about Christmas. They just focused on like a plot that's not about Christmas, like Hook, uh,
Die Hard.
Gremlin. What?
Die Hard's kind of considered a Christmas movie because it takes place on Christmas Eve.
Oh yeah, Die Hard. Trying to think of
There's
another.
also Christmas specials of my favorite show. Hell, the first Simpsons episode was a Christmas special, and then PB Jotter has one, and Thomas has a whole lot of Christmas specials.
Yeah, and you've done one. You've done one, the Thomas Express, and when when we when are we
Christmas
when are,
Day.
when are we when do we start recording the Thomas Express 2? Uh,
Oh, I'm actually going to start recording probably next week. So yeah, be on the
okay.
lookout for some sneak peeks.
Yeah.
So I'm
I
going to be wearing my new hat for it.
did you send me the script? Did you send me the script for the sequel?
About that. I don't think you saw the update video, but wow, I didn't finish the script, so we're gonna have to ad lib it, and I'm gonna cut out a few parts. So yeah,
Okay. Okay. And yes, guys, we do. Oh wait, yes, I do Christmas videos. Drew does Christmas videos. Drew, I like the one. My favorite thing from last year he did was the Thomas Express, and it did remind me 100% of the Polar Express, and that reminded me of how much I had loved Polar Express, how much I had liked Tom Hanks and his other movies besides Polar Express, and yeah, and how it reminded me of how good Drew, a good friend of Drew, is to me, and yeah, man,
don't get the waterworks going, please. I'm already getting a lot of people complimenting on what a good friend I am.
yeah.
Okay.
Um, okay. Now the I think there are other great movies we watch every year. I watch Christmas Vacation,
Oh,
National
it's
Christmas
good.
Vacation. I always thought that Christmas Vacation is a standalone movie and not. It's part of a vacation series. For me, I just always like to consider it as a standalone movie. There was National Lampoon's Vacation, there was Europe Vacation, and Vegas Vacation, and yeah.
The first movie was Plane Vacation, and their theme was Holiday Road, in which Holiday Road is actually the theme song I used for the Christmas episodes of Drew Thomas and Friends,
Oh, I did not know that.
which I've uploaded a new episode today. So go and check it out.
Okay. Um, let's see. I also really love Home Alone. My favorite part of Home Alone is the Angels with 50 Souls gag and the booby traps that Kevin sets
Movie
up
Trap
for
was old.
to catch the bad guys. I
Second,
like Home Alone. I like Home Alone 1 and 2 are my favorite ones. 3 is just okay for me. Four and five, and the most recent one that came out on Disney Plus are pretty bad. I'm not really interested into that new reboot that you all know, because you all know I don't really like remakes that all that much,
I
and
ain't got the truth.
yeah.
Okay.
um, what else? I also really like the live action How the Grinch Stole Christmas Dr. Seuss adaptation with Jim
Yeah,
Carrey. That one always like it's really funny, and
I second that.
Jim Carrey was like one of the like biggest comedic actors in the mid '90s.
Why does Nostalgia Critic hate it though?
But I don't know why. It's just his opinion, you know.
Yeah, we all have opinions. Although, at the end he was like, I'm right, they're wrong.
Yeah.
But that was
Um,
just acting. He was acting.
we'll probably talk about Nostalgia Critic in a future Easy Railcast too. But yeah,
Yeah.
we're just now on to Christmas movies now. Anyway, the live action one with Jim Carrey is my favorite adaptation of
Good.
Dr. Seuss, and Jim Carrey's like really funny. He's really over the top, and yeah. Um, I kind of like I do also kind of like the original TV special, yeah, from the mid '60s, and that
Yeah.
one's a really great classic. And I don't really like the Illumination film in 2018, and you all know I really hate Illumination. So yeah, I'm not prepared for the upcoming Minions Rise of Gru, and I'm like, why they're doing that? I mean,
Yeah, they
what?
keep delaying it. I mean, as someone that actually kind of wants to see it, oh dear, I better get down before I get shot.
Oh man.
All
Yeah, it keeps getting delayed. I hope I think most kids are now sad that that movie keeps getting delayed, but I think kids might have that movie be their most anticipated film ever.
right. I don't really have any anticipated films, although I am excited to see Spider-Man No Way Home. In fact, we're probably going to see that around Christmas time because, well,
Me too. Okay, another Christmas movie I like. um, uh, I I do have the classic TV stop motion animated TV specials in this box, guys. Oh yes, guys. Right. Where do I turn? Right there. My camera is weird. I do have a box of Christmas movies I keep in there. That's the box I use only for this particular time, and I have two boxes because I have so many more Christmas movies now. I do have two copies of Santa Claus 2 and 3. The first copy of number 2 is the full screen, and it scratches. So last year during the pandemic, I bought another copy of that with the widescreen in at Target, and the third one at Target as well, because I think that the third one kind of
this is also a good Christmas
missed.
special, and a bunch of other VeggieTales ones too as well.
Yeah,
In fact, I do love VeggieTales Christmas specials. They're pretty good. Like the first one is the toy that saved Christmas, which is obviously a Toy Story spoof, and in which it focuses on on this toy that comes to life, and um, he joins Bob and Larry and Junior to tell people the true spirit of Christmas. And there's another Christmas film called The Star of Christmas, in which it focuses on Calvis and Millward, played by Bob and Larry, trying to come up with a musical to teach the power of love. But unfortunately, it goes up in flames, and they they stole the Star of Bethlehem. So yeah. And then there's Saint Nicholas, which tells the story of Santa and how he helps with the story of Jesus. And then there's the Little Drummer Boy, which is obviously a spoof of the Little Drummer Boy. And there's also some VeggieTales in the House Christmas specials, which we do not talk about because that reboot sucks. But this is the latest Christmas special, and it is epic. There's also Mary Larry, but yeah, forgettable.
yeah. Okay.
Talk about Christmas specials. Oh my gosh, I just started thinking about those.
Hmm.
But
Oh yeah. One more thing about Charlie Brown Christmas. they did make some follow ups to it too. They made It's Christmas Time Again, Charlie Brown, and I Want a Dog for Christmas. Although my copy of a Charlie Brown Christmas, the current one I got from, don't remember what store I got it from. I think it was Walmart. It did it did play It's Christmas Time Again after a Charlie Brown Christmas, which I had not expected. Maybe if they did like a Charlie Brown Christmas trilogy collection, but I don't know. I think they might just put they Charlie Brown Christmas. It's Christmas Time Again, and I Want a Dog for Christmas all in one, so that
I don't think you, yeah, well, I don't think you knew this, but well,
what
A Charlie Brown Christmas was actually the first ever Peanuts TV special.
really?
Really, really.
Oh yeah, I knew that. A Charlie Brown Christmas was the first Peanuts TV special, and wow, and then it launched a bunch of TV specials, Peanuts TV specials after that. They did It's a Great Pumpkin, A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, Be My Valentine, Happy New Year, It's the Easter Beagle, and blah 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 blah. A bunch of stuff and a bunch of that. And they did make the Peanuts movie from the late great Blue Sky Studios. Yeah, I did see that because that company is. Yeah, guys, if you guys didn't know, if you're new to this channel, I'm just throwing it out that there was a production company in Hollywood that was ran by 20th Century Studios, but Blue Sky Studios got shut down, I think, because of Disney. Now, it happened in April of this year, so that company is gone now. But I did hear recently that they have a new animation studio that are releasing those kinds of movies that were going to be made by
Ooh.
Blue Sky Studios, but unfortunately, that company is gone now. So I'm gonna just Google Ron's Gone Wrong. I think it's being distributed by. I'm trying to find Locksmith Animation is the new company by 20th Century Studios. Okay, now some other Christmas specials I can remember. Ah,
I
here's
remember one.
yes.
Well, there's one that doesn't really say that's Christmas, but it's pretty much just Christmas in a nutshell. And that is PB Chowder's Christmas special, The Ice Moose. Instead of Christmas, they call it Hoo Ha Hoo, which is based on their town name. And well, instead of Santa Claus, it's an ice moose that, you have to wish upon a star to, you know, for what you want for Christmas. And then, however, Flick, a duck that was grumpy, was not in the hoo ha spirit. And however, he wanted to help, fulfill someone's dreams for, wanting to fly, and it was a mouse.
Yeah.
Sounds like Chuck E. Cheese got launched out of a cannon. What's going on with my life?
Another Christmas movie I really like watching every year is A Christmas Story. My favorite line from that movie is "You'll shoot your eye out," and that always
Third line is, oh, fudge. I didn't say fudge. I said the F dash 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 word.
That's a good one too. Oh fudge! That's a good one. It just reminds kids to not use bad language at your age.
I just love
Just
the soap in the mouth gag too. When Ralphie
yeah.
got the soap in the mouth, life
Otherwise,
went and
otherwise, put soup in your mouth and like just wait till you're like much a grown up like me when you just use those words.
I wonder if they actually used actual soap for that scene, or if they just used candy that looked like soap.
I think they used actual soap.
Yeah, actually, they're trying to poison kids. I mean, yeah, they threw an actual snowball at Ralphie during the beat up scene. However, um, I think one of the most hilarious bits is, the Chinese restaurant. I mean, yeah, they talked it over with the, Asian people before they shot it, and they actually thought it was funny. They didn't think it was offensive at all,
Yeah.
which I
Um,
think it was funny.
yeah. And they did make a
I
direct
see.
they did make a sequel which was released straight to video, and I thought when I was a kid I was like really really excited and interested to watch it. And then because I always thought that they made a sequel based on a commercial that was made for to for a, on a, based on A Christmas Story. for like a commercial called Singular, the phone, probably that Singular commercial from A Christmas Story. Like it was like you'll run the bill up. I mean, wow. I think like I thought that would have been in a sequel if they ever did it, but then they made a sequel straight to video, and I thought, oh, I'll check it out. When I think I was about 10 when that sequel came out. Nearly 30 years, 30 year no 10 years, nearly 10 years ago it came out, and when I brought it, I used to like watch it all the time, better than watch it all the time more than the first. But then now I'm 19. I just thought, yeah, that'll probably not be the movie I can watch every year. So I pass on that. I stick with the original.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the original.
Yeah. Nothing beats the
Always
original.
best for the original. Original.
Okay. Okay. Now we've got like,
Patel.
yeah, a 3.5, 4.5. No. Okay. Whatever. Um. Okay. I think now what? Oh, the Christmas movies I kind of don't like watching are like the horror Christmas movies. Like Black Christmas is the one I'm not a huge fan of, and
Why?
some of the other ones like Silent Night, Deadly Night. Those are the ones I don't like all
It's
that
Christmas.
much.
It ain't Halloween.
Pretty much what you get just mix Halloween and Christmas together to make a Christmas horror movie.
Halloween and Christmas do not mix.
They don't even mix, man. Um, Black Christmas is the one I'm not a huge fan of. That's just an unpopular opinion. If any of you horror fans are watching this podcast right now, or at least listening to us, um,
If you're listening to us and you don't like what we're saying, then suck it. I'm kidding.
oh yeah, guys, the dislike button I think is
Yeah, like
pretty
fun.
much gone. The dislike button's gone from YouTube.
I mean, it's still there, but there's no more counts.
Yeah, the dislike button's still there, but like the YouTube gets sent feedback of dislikes, and but the counting of that is gone, and I'm like, I was I was a little disappointed when that happened the first time,
Yeah.
and the
However, that
first
stops those. The only good thing that happens is that it stops all those toxic bells saying, stop disliking my videos, which honestly is their opinions.
yeah, anyways,
We got to remove my free dislike video of peeping Jotter crying. Oh well. They were lame anyway, the free dislike and like videos. They're just, ugh.
yeah,
Honestly, what the hell? Oh well.
and also one more Christmas movie I want to talk about before we leave in about a minute and a half is Jingle All the Way. I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger is like hilarious as hell in that movie, and I loved watching it every year. My favorite line from that movie is "Put that cookie down now." I mean, I just freaking loved it, and it's about that. Oh, by the way, there was actually a Toberman doll that that you can actually now buy at Walmart. That like it's like one of those things where you couldn't have as a kid, but can now have it, but can actually now have it when you get the time to buy it. Not for Christmas, but like just for yourself and have it as a prop, not to be played with. But yeah, Jingle All the Way is another Christmas movie I love watching every year because of like Schwarzenegger and the famous line and Sinbad. Both these two guys trying to find like a Turbo Man doll for their sons, and like it's one of those like themes that you're just thinking, oh god, Christmas is around the corner, and I have to get that thing now for my son. So yeah, and then when he goes into the store with all a bunch of people, um, all the dolls are out. One of these relatable moments that you can relate to. You can like trying to buy your son like a Petunia plushie from Happy Tree Friends, but doesn't go down too well because everybody loves Happy Tree Friends and they want Petunia and they want every single one of the characters
That
from
kid's
the
gonna
show.
take my Petunia.
But then down to it because everybody just like bought all of them and realized all of them were sold out. All of them were out.
Oh, look at the time.
Wow. And look at the time, guys. All right, I believe I've talked about every single Christmas movie. Guys,
Albert.
if you guys had missed your stream but get the time to watch this, let me know. Let us know in the comments if there's any Christmas movies we watched, or yeah, and give us some more Christmas movie recommendations for us to watch. There's actually a bunch of more now on Disney Plus that have came out, and I can't even keep. We can't even keep up with them. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm Wyatt Glover, then Drew Thomas. Signing off, saying goodbye and pickles suck.
Sayonara, suckers. All right, dash away, dash away, dash away, all. He just made a fool of himself. Yes, he did. Well, see you later, guys.